Mrs. Shaw?
I wanted to remind my colleagues on the board that I have made kind of, I hesitate to call it a last-minute proposal because it's actually something that I have thought a great deal about over the years and have certainly tried to institute this prior to this evening. However, I have made a proposal that we add an assistant gymnastics coach at the high school. It is a sport that is very equipment-centered, requires a lot of adjustment for each individual gymnast. It is also a sport that requires individual spotting of each athlete. And to think that an individual coach can safely conduct this type of activity all by themselves, I find to be an unreasonable expectation. So I wanted to mention it to you this evening. We do have several more weeks of discussion regarding the budget, but I wanted it to be out there for your information, and so that in the coming weeks, if you have additional questions, hopefully our athletic director will be able to support us on this, and I certainly will answer any questions that I'm capable of doing so, but it's out there. We'll be able to talk about it in the weeks to come.
Any other discussion on this item? Okay. I'd like to move that we move the agenda, combine items B, C, D, and E. There is no A item because there are no minutes this evening for March 10th meeting. I have a motion.
So moved.
Mrs. Shaw, Mrs. Becker. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call?
Yes, it will be roll call. Ready? Mrs. Becker?
Yes.
Mrs. Chu?
Yes.
Mrs. Howard?
Yes.
Mrs. Lax?
Yes.
Mr. McAvoy?
Yes.
Mr. Philipchak?
Yes.
Mrs. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Simmons?
Yes.
And President Cohen.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Is there any old business for this evening?
No.
No.